If I would have had Anarchy Audioworx when I was still in nappies, I'd be a gazillionaire by now.
Told you I'm not average. Spread butter on a boy like a sandwich. LB on a musical rampage. Been a response for collateral damage. Seven no response on the weekend producer.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, once again in the laboratory, and I want to introduce to y'all the Vocalator Pro. Now, before I even go any further, I've got somewhat of a confession to make. Now, prior to this point in time, I have often steered away from all-in-one vocal production plugins simply because I've just become a creature of habit in terms of the way I want my vocals to sound, the plugins I want to use, the way I want my vocals to be stacked, etc, etc, etc. And it kind of stemmed from like 2004 when I actually started music production. I had a very low performing computer. It was a Windows 2000, and I had Cubase SX, and also I used Hypersonic. Hypersonic was basically the sound bank that I used, and Cubase SX was basically the recording hub. My EQ, I used the stock EQ on Cubase SX. I used IK Multimedia's T-Rax EQ as well, and I also used Wave's RVox compressor. Yeah, that was pretty much that. I mean, apart from, you know, auto pad and stuff, which was kind of secondary for me, that was the basic bread and butter production techniques that I used on my vocals. And then moving from that computer to a more powerful computer, I just became a creature of habit, and I didn't feel the need to just go into any of the all-in-one vocal production suite packages that were on offer. But then things and times change, you know, and you want your workflow to be a lot more quicker. Looking at these all-in-one plugins, I didn't think there was any harm in me actually checking them out and giving them a test drive. So Vocalator Pro was basically the first one that I chose to dig into. And I think it was a very good choice for me to make from the get-go, because there are many others on the market. But I think with Vocalator Pro, and especially with LFO Pro, those were the two main plugins that I tested from Anarchy Audioworx. And I just became hooked from there. Decided, yeah, I want to be involved in giving this plugin a test drive and seeing how it works for me, primarily as a vocalist and secondary as a producer. So here we are with the Vocalator Pro. Now, I'm going to introduce you to each section going in a clockwise direction, and starting from the left hand side, we have got the Asl Eq, which I do believe stands for Automatic Sound Leveling EQ. I could be wrong, but anyway, yeah, so the EQ basically goes as follows. You have the high frequency up here, you have the high mid frequency here, you have the low mid frequencies there, and you have the low frequencies here. Each frequency has its relative gain button and frequency button, and in some cases it has its Q button here as well. The good thing about this is that it actually kind of retrains your ear as to the frequencies you basically want to hear. Because I do believe sometimes in certain situations, it's kind of good to retrain your ears into hearing the signal that's coming through the equalizer, as opposed to looking at the spectral analyzer, because we have so been accustomed to looking at spectral images and seeing how the waveform basically performs. And in certain cases, yeah, it's warranted. But in other cases, I mean, your ears will do a very good job as well, because it comes down to your ears at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You can have a gazillion spectral images up there. It's still down to your ears and what your ears are comfortable with. Anyway, having said that, let's move on to the next section. So we have the slam compressor right here, which I do believe kind of gives you a more tougher compression process, for want of a better word. So it has the usual controls: the ratio, the attack, the release, the threshold, and the gain. Now, if you're not comfortable with the buttons here, you can click on this button and it will basically show you the VU meter and shows you how much compression you're basically putting into the thing. And this is like a visual representation in the same fashion as Anarchy Comp, if you've seen that video. All right, so the slam compressor, the VU meter for the slam compressor is here, and the smooth compressor, the visual representation is here as well. So depending on what type of music you're singing, if you're singing death metal, for want of a better example, or you just want to be singing a Celine Dion, Mariah Carey type of ballad, these compressions will basically suffice. So basically the slam compressor and the smooth compressor works in the same fashion, all right? And their buttons are pretty much the same either side. All right, so in between both compressors we have the De-Esser. And you know what De-Esser does, it takes away the harsh sibilance frequencies from the vocal source that you're putting through the plugin. Okay, so let's go above that and we have the Gui Size, where if you click on that, it will give you the option to decrease the size of the interface or to increase the size of the interface, all right? I won't mess around with that because I've got it at the perfect size that I need to fit the screen. Okay, so next up, we have the Post EQ. All right, so if you click on the Post EQ and you click on the power button here, it will give you the spectral analyzation, for want of a better word, of the audio going through there. And on this orange line here, if you click on the orange line, it will give you unlimited bands. Unlimited, it don't end. It will give you bands for days. And if you want to get rid of them or select a different type of band within the band, can give you the options of the low pass, high pass, low shelf, high shelf, and peak. You can delete all of these, which I will do right now. I shouldn't have made so many, but hey. So the Post EQ basically is the global EQ setting for whatever signal is basically going through. Okay, and if you press the power button off, it more or less cancels everything, it just bypasses everything. That is the Post EQ. Now next to that we have the presets. And within the presets, you have got 7 groups of presets. And if you click on all of these, it will give you sets of presets within the group: metal and rock, pop and dance, hip hop and rap, sci-fi robots, acoustic and country, experimental and lo-fi, voiceover and podcast. If you saw my advert for Anarchy Audioworx's plugins, I used the advert male preset in the voiceover and podcast group for that advert as well. All right, let's come out of that. So that's the preset window right there. So next to that, we have the ring modulation. Basically what this does, this gives the voice a robot effect. If you want to sound like a Dalek, if you want to sound like a robot, if you want to sound like a computer generated voice, you can basically get all of those effects using this section here. So you got 3 sections. You got the LFO amount, you have got the waveform that will be oscillated, you got the rate of oscillation, you've got the drive, you've got the mix, the intensity in the modulator section, the frequency, the smoothness, the power button, and the drive shape. You got all of the shapes here, and you've got the over sampling rate, okay, which is set at 4 times. Right, so let's come out of that. Okay, and the LFO Mod next to that, if you click onto that, if you saw the LFO Pro video, you will know exactly what this basically does. So this is more or less LFO Pro's little brother implemented into this plugin. So I don't need to go any further as to what this basically does. All right. So next to that, we have the undo and the redo button. We have the input and the output gain button right there. Okay, so going below smooth compressor, we have the limiter, which basically sets a limit as to the threshold of the audio source going into it. And if you click onto that button, it will give you the VU meter to show exactly what is what. Okay, so come out of that. And below that, we have got the logo. Now, if you click on the logo right here, it will give you the hyperlinks as per usual as to the tutorial videos, the website, the Facebook group, and the 2 developers involved in the making and development of not only this plugin, but quite a few others available on their website. Now, below that, we have got the slap delay. And if you click on the edit button, it will give you the functionality of how you want the slap delay to sound. So on the left view, you've got the saturation, you've got the left and the right delay. So depending on how you want the slap delay to bounce, You got those two buttons right there. You got the wet button here. You got the feedback button, and you got the width. You got the low cut and the high cut. And this is basically the width of the slap delay. Right, long delay, which basically works on the same principle as the slap delay, because as you can see, you got the left delay, right delay, wet feedback, and width. Same way as you got it here. All right, so it's the same as these groups of buttons right here. So clicking on the EQ works on the same principle as the post EQ, but it only affects the EQ of the delay. Next to that, we have got the reverb. Now with the reverb, if you want to select a reverb from the list of reverbs that you've got installed within Vocalator Pro, all you need to do is to right click. The list will come up and you can just select whichever verb you want. Click on classic verb and it comes up right there. And another cool thing about this section is that you can choose where the reverb starts and where it ends. So just within that one reverb, you know, you've got different variations of lengths to work with. Okay, so underneath that you got the wet button, pre-delay, and the width button. Okay, and click on EQ. Same process again. All right, same process again as the post EQ and the slap delay EQ as well. Okay, so let's just delete that. Delete that. And already you can see how powerful this thing is already. Let's just come out of that. Oh, and to get rid of any reverbs you don't want, or just to make another selection, you just double left click and it's gone. To make the selection again, single right click, and there it is. Pick another one, Hall. There you go. Where it starts, where it finishes. Not feeling that, get rid of that. Okay, done. Right, so next to that we have the chorus, which you pretty much know what a chorus basically does. Gives you the rate of chorus effect, the width, the feedback, and the delay of the chorus effect. Next to that we have got the stereo width, which I'm sure you're more than familiar with right about now, because there's a lot of stereo widening plugins about. But now they have one included within Vocalator Pro as standard, and it's just a one knob process of how wide you want the sound to be. So with the stereo width, it gives you a reading as to how wide the signal you want to be will appear. Okay, next to that we have the saturation, simple two knob process, how much saturation you want and how much of it you want it mixed into the signal. And last but by no means least is the noise gate. And basically the noise gate will eliminate any unwanted breaths, any unwanted background noise, only keeping the essential audio signal you want cutting through the entire production. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Vocalator Pro in an introduction. Okay, welcome back again to the Vocalator Pro plugin and the interface that you can see right in front of you right about now. So what I'm going to do at this point, I am going to more or less put an audio signal through the plugin so you can see it basically in action. All right, so this is going to be the audio source that I'm going to put through it.
I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx, yo.
That's pretty much it. And before we go any further, I've got another disclaimer to make. So what I had done on my vocal track, the only processing that I've done with it was actually put some noise reduction on it. Clean all of that. So I used the Era 5 noise remover pro on that, and I just basically took some noise off the low end. That's the only processing that I've basically done on that. So let's just take that away. I'm going to put a bit of rhythm on it and play it again.
I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo.
Okay, that's pretty much it, all right? Another thing I wanted to mention was the fact that you can actually see the waveforms if you press one of these two buttons here. So dry audio will be on the left button.
I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx.
Okay, and on the right button is basically where the processed signal is going to come through.
Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo.
And because there isn't any processing going on in the plugin itself, they're both kind of reading the same. All right, so don't watch that right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I am going to start with the EQ and work my way around. I'm not really going to be talking too much. I'm just going to point and turn on each section so you can basically listen to the effects that are taking place. All right, so here we go.
I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo, Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo. Lloyd Brown music. I'm testing the Anarchy Audioworx. Yo.
So there you have the inner workings of Vocalator Pro. It's not a finessed overview, but it's not really designed to be, because everyone's experience is going to be different. But I just wanted to give you just a rough overview as to what the plugin can do, so it can give you the scope that you want for your vocals to basically be set, and the range you want your vocals to be set with in your musical production. I absolutely love this plugin. I think it's a great plugin. And because of the fact that it's CPU light, has earned it more brownie points as well. So there you have it, the Vocalator Pro from Anarchy Audioworx. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the end of a bumper edition of Weekend Producer. I hope that you full enjoyed the content. I hope it's been of some inspiration to you. And I hope that you will check out some of the demos that are on offer at anarchyaudioworx.com. And if you are interested enough in actually purchasing one of the products featured, you can get a 20% discount off, courtesy of my coupon codes below. Just tell Anarchy Audioworx that Lloyd sent you, and they'll knock off 20% clean. So is with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu for now. And as always, you don't know the coup. People, please abstain from all kind of foolishness. And until we link up on the next exciting installment of Lloyd Brown music, people, stay blessed. I'm out of here. Maganski. Layers. Weekend Producer.